Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Very quickly, when I say live, what I mean is I'm recording myself in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. So if you are looking for a video where somebody's doing a trade recap or doing some sort of analysis with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find value in this video. So I will go ahead and pause the recording software for now, and I will be back when I see a trade that potentially catches my eye. Watching right around 134.65 to get short. Well, never mind. New candle has started to form, so we'll see how this next candle plays out. Watching Nvidia right now, looking to go short. Beginners out there, meaning I want to see prices go down, because when you short a stock or when you are shorting, you make money if prices go down and you lose money if prices go up. A very crazy concept the first time you hear about it, but that is how shorting works, and that's what I'm looking to do here. But just want to see more confirmation first from Nvidia that it actually wants to come down. So I will go ahead and pause the software for now, the recording software, and I'll be back if I see something. Okay, watching, getting that 65 area here. In at 134.61. So let's see if this thing wants to continue its journey down. So getting some downside pressure here. Starting to come down. So took off half my position there. Took off another half right there. We're at basically my price target, but wanted to see if it could maybe break down through those lows. And does seem to be potentially bouncing here. And these last 100. So there you go, $341 on that trade. I'll take that. Hit my target. Gave it a chance to see if it wanted to go down through those lows. It did not. As you saw, it started to bounce, which was not shocking. I mean, it was a support level down there. If it wants to consolidate out and revisit, then potentially we'll revisit it. Tesla has a relatively interesting pattern here too. $280 potential short here. Nvidia still just hovering around those lows, so I feel just fine about that. Okay, I will go ahead and pause. Okay, nearing 280. Oh, my bounces back up it goes. I apologize for the pausing and then unpausing, but again, this is live, so I don't know what's coming next. So I'd rather err on the side of caution and not get an entry point as opposed to just completely missing the entry point. Plus, this goes to show this is how trading works sometimes. You think you might be getting an entry, and then you don't. You think you might be getting an entry, and then you don't. That's just part of the nature of the beast. So, okay, well, it is starting to bounce back up. I do like it that much more, though, now, if it does decide to come back down. But as of now, I'll go ahead and pause. And wow, just like that, Tesla, complete turnaround. So that was pretty wild. Makes me wonder about a 281 short if 281 comes back in a play here. Maybe something on Nvidia. So Nvidia did actually break down to the support, not much. So still feel fine about how I played that, given it worked out to my trade plan specs. But now maybe another potential opportunity here as it heads back up to this former area. But we'll see. We'll see how things continue to play out. And yeah, Tesla just keeps moving up. I will pause. Watching 134.25 here, potential short on Nvidia. In fact, let me get this alerted to the chat room. 134.25. Flush point, 1 minute. So if you're wondering, hey Clay, how does your private community work? There you go. Oops, let me get flush point spelled right. So now that doesn't mean people are going to randomly rush out and do anything, because all members think for themselves. Wow. Well, that's why you wait for triggers, because look at that. Just, all right, that has me a little scared. And then look at Tesla. Again, a little scared, because these were some, again, there weren't any trigger points per se, but they were looking somewhat bearish. And then all of a sudden, boom, just like that, they snap up like that. And that's how the market's been lately. So yeah, certainly nerve-wracking when you see that sort of action play out. But if this thing wants to come up a bit more than come down, all right, I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, I am in at 136.35. I had an order sitting out there and turned away for a little bit and then looked back and was filled. So just waited for the price to come to me. Well, like I said, it did catch me off guard because I wasn't really, essentially I forgot that I'd put it in there, but overall it's still a fine entry point. Like I said, just caught me a bit off guard. Let's see what this wants to do. If it does want to come back down. Behaving a bit strong up here. Stronger than I would have liked. Let's see if it does indeed want to roll back over here. Like I said, it is acting a bit stronger than what I would have liked to see it act. Still trying to be a bit more patient with it. But you can see it just doesn't really want to budge. Really is refusing to come down here. Let's give it a little bit more time. Is this the rejection move? We'll see. But as we've witnessed, this area up here is very, very stubborn in a bullish kind of way. So out there, just 'cause I really don't trust it. Especially earlier I mentioned being scared. And I'm still scared. Now, obviously, I wanted to hold in there, but it just feels like this could snap back up on me too quickly with the nature of the market. Tesla here is still on my mind, that big move in the upwards direction. So figured let's err on the side of caution there. Let's see. So I'm now up 441 on the day. So I'll take it. And yeah, as I watch Nvidia off screen, definitely played that one right, at least for the time being. Again, it still may come down, but given the nature of the market recently and how things can be very snappy, act like they're going to behave one way and then do the exact opposite, I just figured I'd take the money there, especially when, like I said, I wasn't really planning on that entry point. I put the order in there, got distracted, and then I looked back and saw, oh, I'm in. And again, it was a completely logical entry, worked out fine, but there was that also in the back of my mind, did I really want to be in right here? And combine that with, and let me just show you right here what I'm talking about. So this is exactly what whoops, if I could type right. Exactly what I mean right there. It's a losing trade now. That would have turned into a losing trade had I just let the thing, and that's what makes me scared. That's the market we're in right now. And I hate it. I wish I could sit there and say like, all right, good, let's see it roll over. Okay, and it is actually rolling over, but there's just too many of these situations where it starts to roll over, right? It started to look good just to be followed, and these are 1 minute candles. So this is all happening in basically a 2 minute period. That's very, very difficult market to trade. And if you've been struggling, if you've had some losses, so have I. It happens, especially in choppy markets like this. And that's what chop is all about. Where think about it, at that point, oh, looking great, getting rejected off those moving averages, coming down, and then boom, 1 minute. So that would have been a losing trade had I, not been in more of a scalping mentality. Would have been a losing trade and a very frustrating one because I would have started to get the move in my favor. And then in the blink of an eye, as you see here, it just completely turned around. And I mean, that should be my cue to just be done for the day. But for you longer time viewers, my slogan, $500 a day keeps the day job away. I'm at 440, so I'm thinking I just need $60 more, $60 more. But then you see movements like this, like, are you sure you want to keep trading, Clay? And maybe, because I got to be careful of the YouTube voice. The YouTube voice is very real, and it's saying right now, hey, you just make it. So you can say it. So you can say it to the viewers. $500 a day keeps a day job away. But that's kind of a silly when you actually stop and think about it, and especially when I say it out loud, it's kind of silly. Like, really, you're going to keep trading in a very choppy market, so you can say something that doesn't actually mean anything or doesn't actually have any impact on anything. But at the same time, there are some still other potentially quality setups out there that I may take, but it's going to need to be a good A+ setup because I'm certainly not going to just throw myself into some sort of buzzsaw of a chop fest, but we'll see what happens. So I'll go ahead and pause. And I am going to go ahead and wrap things up. I do the be done in 30 approach where on average, keyword being on average, sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's maybe an hour, but on average, I like to be done after 30 minutes because I do trading as as a side hustle, one of my multiple streams of income. And I do trading not because I want the Rolex watch or the Lamborghini. Now, if you are doing a trader because those are your goals, you want the penthouse suite, cool, go for it. I hope you accomplish those things. But for me, as a father of 5 young kids, I want the freedom of time. So if I can put, let's see, after commissions, let's call it $425 in my pocket in 30 minutes, I'm going to take $425 in 30 minutes and free up the rest of my day to go and do what I want, whether that's, like I said, spend time with my family, working on real estate investing, working on the teaching business at claytrader.com. I just want to have freedom of time. So again, if you're doing this because you want, the private jet, cool. I hope you get that private jet. I hope you accomplish that goal. For me at this stage in my life, I just want the freedom of time. So I am actually super grateful. I'm actually quite excited that was able to walk away with a good amount of money in 30 minutes. And what you saw was a very difficult market, a very choppy market where nothing really played out. And on that note, as far as now, no idea that this was going to happen, but because I mentioned, but I'm thinking about it. I got out there because, okay, that's a poor potential bounce level. Now, granted, it did go a little bit. And then look at the bounce from there. Now, again, not that I saw that, but point being is just a very difficult market where nothing really is getting much follow through. You'll get little moves where, of course, you can make money, as you saw from more of a scalping standpoint. But as far as getting more so moves in your favor, it's just been very, very difficult in that regard. So I'm quite happy with the $425 in 30 minutes. So if you enjoy these videos, if you want me to keep making these live trades, just show the transparency of what it's really like to be a trader, then do two things for me, please. Hit that like button and leave a comment below. Tell me what you traded today. Tell me what you're watching for tomorrow. But those two things go a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy. And as long as I know people are enjoying, I will continue to make these videos because they are actually very difficult to make since they're truly live. I have to talk to you. I have to think for myself. I have to manage my trades. You saw me, I forgot about an order that I put out there. So, I mean, I'm not saying this for you to feel sorry for me. I'm just explaining why I do seek feedback because the videos are difficult to make given the fact that they're genuinely live. So, again, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Everybody, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.